Good morning. Here I am with my 6-week post-op update. Had the sleeve gastrectomy on the 1st of September 2016 in Canberra at the National Capital Private Hospital with Dr. Gananadha. Highest weight was 120 kilos. I did the 2-week pre-op opti-fast diet, got down to 115 kilos. And last week I weighed in at 104.6. This week, might I say, frankly, I'm surprised there's a loss. I was actually expecting a gain. I am 103.7. So that is 900 grams down, or 0.9 kilos for those following along at home. So this has been a really interesting week. I tested more food, so I'm supposed to be on to all foods as of today. So today is the Monday after. So Saturday was my transition to soft foods, and then so Saturday and Sunday supposed to be 2 days of the soft foods, and then on to all hard foods and just keep it saucy from there. So I pushed it as you do, because I was just so ready for food, and I ate all sorts of things that I definitely should not have. Way too many carbs, way too much cheese, realizing I have a dairy addiction. For somebody who spent most of my life thinking I was lactose intolerant because it upset me so much, now all I want is yogurt and cheese and milk and just everything I can get my hands on. Custard, doesn't really matter, mostly cheese, but any of those things. I had a croissant, had a ham and cheese croissant. I went to my dad's 70th birthday party on Saturday, and I mean, I didn't go overboard. I didn't hurt myself. I didn't eat too much. I didn't eat too fast. There was nothing wrong with what I was eating other than the fact that it was just not healthy. So it wasn't like I did damage to myself other than the fact that I just was not making healthy choices at all. I mean, there wasn't a lot of healthy choices at the party, I must admit, but I didn't have to have trifle, and I did. I don't even like trifle, and I thought it was the most delicious thing I'd tasted, and I think it's just because of the fact that I've been so restricted for so long that I just completely blew myself out. Temptation. So having this surgery does not take away your mental struggles. If you have a food addiction like I do already, this sleeve process, this surgery will not fix that for you. You still have to deal with your own mental crap. So that's been hard. I must admit though, when you do start thinking about it, it becomes worth it. It's a motivation, really. For me, it's like I have got 18,000 reasons to be doing the right thing, for starters, if you want to look at it from a money perspective. But also my life. Like, this is my life. I'm toying with myself for no reason. I've always done it, and it's something that I really need to work on fixing about myself. So even though I'm overall 16.3 kilos down in 6 weeks, I still struggle mentally with the fact that I have to consciously do this for myself. If I don't make good choices, there will become a time when those scales do not move, or if they do, they move up, and that's going to be depressing, and I will not handle that well. So yeah, I really have to get back on board with my why, and it's really empowering to stand there at a party or something like that and say no to things like that. I had a couple of people say to me, "Is that all you're having? Are you sure you're alright? You don't want to eat anything else?" And I was like, no, that's fine, I'm full, or I ate heaps before, I'm fine, it's all good. And because there was enough people milling about, that for all they know, I could have already eaten an entire plate of food, and they've just missed that, and this is my seconds type thing. But I didn't even get to eat half a sausage. I ate like 2 bites off a sausage and then 2 cubes of cheese from the salad, and I was full. So I don't know what, I think I also have quite a big, strong, whatever the word is, quite a restriction. from in hospital, even then my surgeon was saying, you know, it's going to be quite tight and it's going to take a long time for you to feel like you are all the way there. I'm definitely not fitting in half a cup at the moment. So I think it was all just bearing down on me, and I think I just got sick of it. And so I grazed pretty much all day. I tried a bit of everything. There were bits of dips and things that were going around, like cob loaves and stuff like that. One was like a cheese and bacon one. One was like a spinach and whatever they are one. It was really yummy. So everything was really nice. And I did everything in moderation. I didn't hurt myself. I made sure I drank water as well. I wasn't drinking anything else. I don't really drink anything else, which is the part where I'm struggling. I think I need to start putting like lemon or something in my water or whatever to get more of that happening. Yeah, so I mean, overall, it wasn't super bad. And I mean, I'm addicted to buying food. That I can't eat it, or I eat 2 bites of it, but I'm addicted to buying out. Like, we go to lunch, like a colleague and I, we have lunch together most days, and our job at the moment is really stressful. So and even then, last week, I chose to have sanity breaks over lunch with my colleague instead of going to the gym. So I didn't even go to the gym. That's why I was also expecting that to not move, or to at least be a gain as well, because of the food, and then also no additional exercise. So I don't feel like I've earned this loss at all, but it's just more motivation to go again, I guess, and make next week's even better. So, yeah, so I will go out. I have food with me. I bring portions with me, but because she doesn't have her lunch or she wants to buy something, I will go with her and end up buying something for lunch. I mean, I got a pumpkin and sweet potato salad. It's not like it was, you know, horrendously bad. It's nothing that I'm choosing other than maybe the ham and cheese croissant and things like that, but nothing that I'm choosing is overly bad. It's stuff that I can then portion back out later and eat again 4 or 5 times over. But I just keep buying food. It's like, stop it. I've got the portions in my lunchbox at my desk at work. I'm just addicted to buying yummy things and then having 2 bites of them and not eating the rest of it. Like the croissant, I had maybe a quarter of it, and that was it. I ended up picking out some of the ham and finishing that, and then the rest just went in the bin. It's such a waste. I just feel like it's a waste of money. I feel like it's a waste of food. It does make me feel horrible, and it's the same cycle that I was going through when I was eating myself into oblivion. So psychologically, I need to sort myself out. So there you go. That's been my week. It's been all over the place. Traveling was really difficult, though, I might add. We did a day trip. My family live about 2 hours away. So it was a day trip with 2 kids in the car. They're 2.5 and 5. So it was interesting. But for me, it was harder because I don't know if it was just the sitting in the car or what, but I was really struggling with, even I still do, with the gap between eating and drinking. Half an hour is not long enough for me. I have to wait even longer. And I think that's why I'm struggling with getting everything in a day, because if I try and drink sometimes 40 minutes after I finished eating, it still feels like I'm way too full and I can't fit it in, and I feel yuck. And so I'm wondering if maybe it's what I'm eating. I mean, I know I'm eating way too many carbs, so I will definitely be curbing on the carbs this week. Forever, hopefully, but this week, conscious effort. So I don't know if it's that, or if it's just me, if it's my restriction. Maybe I'm eating too fast. I don't know. I'm definitely eating too fast. I know that. I've got to get that under control. But yeah, I was finding, and especially sitting the whole time too, I felt really refluxy and really like stuck by the time I got back home. And then when I got there and stretched out and walked around a little bit, I felt so much better. But I seriously got to a point where I was like, I don't know if I need to poo or if I need to vomit, but one way or another something's got to shift, because I felt stuck. So I don't know what that was all about, and it was a normal breakfast. I don't even remember what it was. Weet-Bix. I had Weet-Bix. I had Weet-Bix with the banana and honey and milk in a blender. I drank Weet-Bix very slowly. I didn't even finish it. I left it on the bench actually, and then had to clean it up when I got home. Anyway, so yeah, traveling was difficult, especially when it was, nearly 7 o'clock at night and we were heading home, and we were headed up for a 2-hour drive, and the kids needed dinner. Drive through KFC. What am I going to have? Yeah, about that. Popcorn chicken and chips, they went in. That happened. They were really easy too. Could have used some sauce though. Discovering this sauce thing is going to become a problem. Like, I might have to start carrying around sauce with me. Anyway, so regret. I definitely regret that. It was not tasty. It was not good. I had hardly any of it, and then eventually I was like, I should have just shared some of whatever my husband got, although he ended up getting popcorn chicken and chips anyway, so it was just a car full of popcorn chicken and chips. So I need to investigate healthier options at takeaway places. Yeah, I mean, obviously the answer is just don't do takeaway, but when that's your only option, or that's what your family's doing, it's a little bit difficult, unless you've got stuff with you, to go elsewhere or go outside of that somehow, because from a convenience point of view. So anyway, there you go. It's been a little bit of a down week, but I should probably put photos. I will try and put a photo at the end of this video of my comparisons for my before and my now, my 6 weeks. I think you can really start to tell. Viewer warning, I'm in my underwear, bra and undies, so if you don't want to see that, then don't stay for that bit. So yeah, and then you can just kind of have a look. I'm definitely feeling the difference. People are noticing the difference. It's obviously enough for people to just say, you look great, but they've not said, have you lost weight? And it's not been so dramatic that they're worried or anything like that. So that's been really cool too. So yeah, I really love it. I was confident with no sleeves at the party. What? These arms have been hidden for over 10 years, 15 years easy. So it's been, it was very interesting and liberating to have my sleeves out on Saturday and not care that there were photos being taken. And I had my arms out and I didn't mind, because I also felt like I looked really good too, and I knew people were really impressed with how I was looking too. So yeah, anyway, that's all for this week, I think. If I have anything else, I'll post it on Instagram. Thank you for following. Thank you for sharing and liking and subscribing. Yeah, leave me any comments or questions below as well. I love hearing from you guys and seeing how you guys are all going as well. And thank you for your support too. Everybody keeps putting some really kind words down there, so thank you very much. And this week will hopefully be a much better week. I look forward to sharing it with you soon. Bye.